Oh, okay. Now I know what that hot shit is. Just put some lavender with lavender. All right. Oh, are you serious? I left my lavender upstairs. Got a hole. Don't you think? Little pinch of black salt. Hello, darlings. Let's burn a little myrrh. Rosemary powder. Put a little bit of that bitch up in this. Mugwort. Just so you guys know what I'm doing, I'm creating a burning vibe in the house. I just gotta go get me lavender. Wow, this short is so packed. Maybe add some Solomon seal up in this. Solomon seals. Get some angel presents up in this. Give it to me, baby. Frankincense. For a white guy. Rosehip. And I gotta go get my lavender upstairs real quick. I gotta buy sage, man. Well, I got blue sage, but I need regular white sage. Okay, lavender essential oil. And then I'm gonna go get my lavender real quick and mix this bitch all up into a fabulous blend of magical vibration. Let me go get my lavender. I gotta go all the way upstairs for that. Any sage over there? Nope. Give it to me. Hold on, guys. My room is such a mess. I gotta do such a cleanup right now. Down it real quick so I can add these herbs. I need lavender. Pinch of jasmine. Mix that bitch all in. Make sure some of that lavender oil touches those lavender plants so it can continue to burn amazingly. And I already got enough love. I don't need no love drawn. So this is what it looks like so far. Jasmine, lavender, frankincense, rosehip, and Solomon seal, as well as a little myrrh and black salt. This is blue sage. Doesn't look as pretty as white sage. Should I burn some lemongrass? Screw it. Okay, come on, Phoenix, out of my room. Alright, so I'm gonna go over what I put in this cauldron again, so you guys know while my kids are riding their bikes. And I'm listening to the 90s. What's up, Pookie Butt? Thirsty? Alright, so Phoenix. So you guys know there's lavender oil, lavender, jasmine, rosehip, frankincense, myrrh, Solomon seal, black salt. Oh, and rosemary powder.
Mom, can I give Phoenix the ice cream?
She already had one. Good. Okay, mix that in. Catches fire really easily. Oh yeah, these vibes are amazing right now. Do y'all mind stop slamming my door? What do y'all, the police? What? Yeah, I'm gonna stretch and do yoga after I'm done my video. And then I'm gonna cook dinner. Okay, still burning nicely. If you want to make sure every single herb burns, make sure you drop every single drop on your herbs of your essential oil. I'm just gonna make sure it all burns nicely and fairly. There you go, nice and big. I love flames. What's up, Pookie? Why's your face always dirty? You know that's one of my pet peeves. I can't stand you guys, you kids with dirty faces, yo. Don't break my strap, I'll kill you. There it goes. So let that burn. I wanted to talk. Wait, it doesn't go all the way up there, baby. It goes above your knees, and then you stretch out your legs. There you go. She's using my strap right now to do squats. Alright, let me do my video. Good job. You're gonna have a nice A. You're gonna have a nice butt. I wanted to discuss certain things that I've been reading today on social media comments and stuff. And you know, I'm an observer, so I observe people's opinions deep on a different level than they can or they do. And what I really wanted to just say was that we are still, and as humans, we're still conditioned. As bad as we want to get rid of conditioning and, you know, things that we're used to, terminology, habits, interests, dislikes, we got to realize and always be aware of things we say, things we do when it comes to trying to break the conditioning that we have been taught to learn, like what's acceptable and what's not. And it's very crazy how people can say that they're woke and still have strong opinions against someone's own self, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, okay, you can't be about unity and all that and then make fun of somebody because they're trans or, you know, some shit like that. It bothers the hell out of me. Like, you can't be a part-time. You can, but life will suck. That's all I'm saying. You could be whatever the hell you want to be. But if you're part-time awake or, you know, things like that, it ain't going to get you too far. You're still going to have enemies. You're still going to have chaos. You're still going to have all of that bullshit in your life. Why is it important to humans what is considered classy or not classy? What is considered bougie and what's not bougie? What is considered likable and what's not likable? Like, who made those rules? Is there an actual society book that has rules and regulations of what can be done and what can't be done and so forth and so forth? It's ridiculous. Like, for example, I'm going to use this as an example because I was one of these type of women, and I have women today that I'm friends with that still have this type of mentality. When they're so strict about finding their type of guy, what they prefer. Tall, dark, handsome, educated, intelligent. First of all, humans are not robots that you can write a list on and check. You're going to find all that in one person. I'm sorry. Reality check. There will be things missing off your list in everybody you meet. Either they lack the finances, or maybe they're not smart, or maybe they're not talented, or maybe they're not into sports, or whatever the case is. Okay, so one, types is fucking illusion. And I keep saying that. When you say, oh, you know, you're not my type or whatever. In all reality, what is your type? I'm going to give you a straight example of 3D types and how it doesn't work for you, okay? Before I got spiritual, my type was bad boys. Tattoos, piercings, rock music, tight jeans, whatever the hell. And I loved that. The more tattoos, the better, in my opinion. I love that Travis Barker look, okay? I do. I'm into the whole gothic rock star look. And then there's moments where I like thugs. If you got swag and you know you hardcore and you're protective and intelligent, and I'll still dig you. You know what I mean? So in real reality, I don't really got a type because I'm going for two opposite types. If that makes sense. So when you're really looking into specific types, or your standards are too high, and some people are like, well, I deserve to have high standards because I know what I'm worth and who I am. Well, then don't say nothing when you single and you're 50 years old with no kids or nothing. Because I'm going to be honest, sometimes your standards can be your illusion too. They can play tricks on your mind. So, in all reality, illusion, types, all of that shit, it's all fake. It's all bullshit. It's just a way for you to be a spoiled little brat and not realize that we're all actually the same. Yeah, we might have different interests in video gaming or in subjects or things like that, but that shouldn't have to determine if a person is good enough for your time or anything like that. Every bad boy I've ever dated that had tattoos or some shit winded up fucking up my life. So apparently all types don't work for us. And I think that we're going to have to keep going through heartbreak and relationship stuff.
Mama, where is everybody? Why are they waiting outside?
I don't know. I guess they got too cold. Relationship shit and all of that, to realize that types are nothing. Like, for example, Stefan physically is my type. I like long hair. I like blue eyes. I like pale skin. I don't know. It's a thing of mine. I get that from my mama. You know what I mean? My mom's full-blown Puerto Rican and loves white guys. It's her thing.
Did
What?
they give you that form?
Yes, it's right there. Can I finish? Can I finish? Mucho thank you. He's not, like, he's my type physically, okay? I love long hair. Come on, my dream guy is Jason Momoa. Like, I'd have 50 kids with the dude if I could. So, but personality-wise, he wouldn't be considered my type. I don't like good boys. I don't like boys that follow the rules. That is
Can you play outside?
more sensitive than me, or too kind to the world, or, you know, like, I'm not used to that. I'm used to dating men that are assholes and alpha males and all of this stuff, and Stefan's the opposite of that.
What?
But that's okay, because I'm realizing something.
Why?
It works perfect for the dynamic of who I am. And his dynamic works perfect with me. It fits perfect. You know what I mean? I'm too bossy. I'm too alpha. I'm too controlling in a way. And I'm one to admit that. What? I don't know why it's still left on the coffee table then. That's who I am. He's the opposite. He doesn't mind trusting me and taking my orders and, you know, things like that. But it fits. Your type is not always going to be good for you. Your type sometimes can destroy you. And I feel like it's just a way to set us up. To continue to condition us in thinking, in all reality, it makes us think we have choices in who we want to date and not. And in the same, if you really think of the bigger picture of things, they still come from the same place you do. So you're still dating a starseed relative, regardless. I don't know. It's just a waste of time, you know? It's a waste of time to have your standards too high. And I feel like you shouldn't have your standards high if your life ain't set. Like, you can't be wanting a man that makes money and is educated and all that, but you lacking. You're going to attract what you vibrate. You can't expect to get Brad Pitt and you're all about being dirty and not caring about yourself or having life always chaotic or not changing your vibes and shit. Sorry. The universe it don't bless people like that. Trust me. You gotta put work in to receive the work from your universe. And sometimes some people, they got their standards way too high, but them themselves is not a high walking standard. Like, some of us need a reality check of what's going on here. Okay? I'm gonna be honest. I know a lot of women that marry men for money. They want security. Okay? I'm one of those women that like security. I need to have security. I have kids. I need to know, well, okay, we're going to, live decently and not worry and things like that. Every woman wants security. So if you think a woman wanting security is making her a freeloader, then you need a rude awakening. Because I'm going to be honest, there's different types of security. There's different types of ways to tell when a woman wants security and when she just wants material. Okay? There's a big difference. But at the same time, you women need to give yourself motherfucking security first. And stop depending on these men to give you the security. Like, that ain't their job. Their job is not to work for you. I'm one to admit that I'm a housewife. I'm a stay-at-home mom. And the reason I am that is because my husband didn't want nobody else raising our kids but me. That was the reason. It's not because I need, somebody to depend on. That's just the way we decided to do shit. I'm not going to be a stay-at-home mom forever. Skylar starts school this year. She starts kindergarten. I could do part-time until they get home from school, which is at 3:30. So I got to, it's about knowing that you got it on your own and you don't have to be stuck in a relationship or stuck miserable or anything like that because you just have to for survival, if that makes sense, okay? It's just, like today, my brain is all over the place. And I'm trying not to do any spirit work besides these conversations because I'm menstruating and it's a low vibe and I'm not trying to rub that low vibe into nobody. But all I'm trying to say is we as people, as the human species, the dumbest species in the planet, needs to remember to give ourselves a reality check and stop expecting things from other people. And stop having our standards so high that we can't even climb that motherfucking wall of standards. Like, come on. Reality check. Okay? I always say, for example, Jason Momoa is out of my league. Not in all reality. In all reality, we're equals. Maybe I'm a little bit out of his league because I'm more spiritually awake. We're awake in different categories. He's an actor. He knows how to channel into other characters. And I know how to channel into other dimensions and all of this stuff. But it's the vibration of Earth. Like, when people say, for example, when I say he's out of my league, I mean, like, in the way the world designed it, he's up here and I'm down here. But in all reality, we're right here. But everybody needs to be able to see that we're right here in order for it to work. And not everybody sees that we're equals. You get it? Like, people like him think that people like us are just average human beings trying to survive in the world. And we are. But so are they. So are they. Hollywood ain't easy. You gotta change who you are. You gotta change what you like. You gotta change who you're dating. All of this just for likes. So it ain't easy for them either. And we gotta remember to have that open ability to feel all, including the shit we're against. I'm against pedophilia, but I get why they do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, some people are like, I don't understand why they're so sick or anything. It's innocence. They like the innocence. They like the innocence and the purity. Same reason why people eat motherfucking rabbits. They represent innocence, fertility, purity, but people don't mind skinning them alive and making them into a soup. So it's kind of the same thing in a way. Alright? In the bigger picture of things, it's the same shit. Just one's human and one's an animal. So you gotta understand both sides of everything, but you also have to give yourself reality checks. Stop being so much in fantasy land. Because I'm gonna be honest, as spiritualists, there are times where our brain takes us to fantasy and we don't want to give ourselves the reality check. Oh, well, I need to work on this, or I need to work on this on myself, or this, or I have this motherfucking problem, or, this, and that. We don't admit that. We're always in denial of our own issues, of our own flaws, of our own aspects of things. Hold on. Yes? To who? What? What are you talking about? There's not even snacks in this house except oranges. What cookie thing? Well, he's not getting a snack tonight. That's what he gets for getting double snacks. Because he knows better. He's supposed to ask my damn permission, not just go in my refrigerator and take it. Anyway, all I'm trying to say is check yourself before you wreck yourself. And check yourself before you try to check someone else. Because seriously, we got problems too. Okay? Like I said, I'm controlling as hell. I'm a boss bitch. I have a boss mentality. I want things done a certain way, and I want it done now when I tell you I want it done. Like, that's my flaw. But it's also what makes me me. So, I'm not one to, surrender or beta or yes, master. Fuck that. Like, I was the worst. I'm gonna be honest, I was one of the worst teenagers growing up because I didn't even believe my mom had the right to tell me what to do. And she was my mom. So, it's who I am, and if you either like it or you don't. And when you get that exception or that mentality, like, this is who I am, this is what I need to change on myself, this is my flaws, and, you focus on you and how to work you, people will come, the right people come. Every single time you work on you. If you talk too motherfucking much, learn to shut up. People will notice. You know what I mean? If you have low self-esteem, start doing those affirmations. I love myself. I'm a fucking goddess. I'm awesome. Look at these curves. Look at this ass. Look at the, you got to see the bigger picture of your existence. Not just the fact that you're a typical chick, a regular chick that looks different than every other chick. You got power. You're a female. Being female alone is a power, okay? We don't only give birth to babies. We run fucking businesses. We can rule the world if we want to. And still fight, get our nails dirty, and still look fabulous afterward. So we are a superpower within ourselves. Men have their own power too. Okay? They help us feel safe. They protect us. They make it easier for us to roam Earth. That's their job. To protect the female, to love the female, and let the female do what she does. Conquer. We conquer. Okay? You think that, with lions, that the lioness just sits there and looks pretty and makes cups? No, she's the one hunting the food. While the man's all eating it, thanks babe for dinner tonight, you know what I mean? So, it's a whole dynamic. It's a mixed dynamic. Seahorses, the men are the ones that give birth, not the women. And the way they have sex, they just look at each other's eyes. Tell me that ain't energy. Everything's energy. Everything has a certain design or dynamic. And when we remember that we need to realize we have power, but at the same time, we're this big in our universe, like an ant. That's the balance needed in your mentality. And when you have that balance in mentality, you attract the same people that have that balance. Men, women, relationship, whatever it is. You will find the right people. I promise you. I promise you. If you focus on working on yourself and stop trying to chase a man or chase a woman or whatever and work on you, they will come chase you. They'll be like, damn, yo, he got his shit together. And he look good. And he works out. And, he likes adventure and hiking. It's all of that. It attracts it. You're a magnet. You're a walking magnet. And you're not the only one. Anything living is a magnet. Trees are a magnet. Animals are a magnet. And the human is a magnet. We have the most intelligent brain. We can think beyond limits. But we're still a magnet, just like everything else. Just because our brain works different than an animal doesn't mean an animal don't vibrate. They do. They vibrate just like we do. So, check yourself before you wreck yourself. And check yourself before you check someone else. That's all I'm trying to say. Lower your standards. Don't have them way too high. All I'm saying is, don't go after somebody who has a criminal record or some shit and you're anti-criminal record. That's not what I'm saying here. But I'm saying maybe, just maybe, your standards are not realistic. Okay, you're not going to marry fucking Justin Bieber or Prince Harry or whatever the hell. Think logically. What makes you happy in a relationship? Me? Romance, sense of humor, honesty, loyalty, spontaneousness, just coming up with ideas. I'm bored. Let's go to the park. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I love that stuff. Someone who knows how to be optimistic, because I'm not. I'm the type to think of worst case scenario and prepare for the worst case scenario just in case it happens. So I need an optimistic person. Things like that. Just things that fit well with you. Not things that are beyond your limit, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not going to go sign up for the Olympics to do gymnastics and I can't even do a motherfucking cartwheel. Like, You got to do the same thing in life. You got to do the same thing in your relationships. Actually look for things that you can handle in your life. Okay? If you can't handle a military man or someone never home and always deployed, don't marry somebody in the military. That's just common sense. You gotta make it mesh. You two are puzzle pieces that are supposed to fit perfectly together. That doesn't mean you have to be similar. And that doesn't mean you have to be exactly opposite. You have to have both. The best of both. The best of being similar with certain interests and opposite with other things. Maybe he likes jogging, but you don't. You like to sit down and watch TV. That could be an opposite. But y'all both love nature. You know what I mean? That's what a relationship is supposed to be. You're still exploring each other because you have those differences. But you know that the things you love to do, y'all can do together. Okay? So, don't worry about love. If you're single, if you are frustrated with dating life, all of that stuff, don't worry about it. Worry about you. Go work out more. Get a new hobby. Get a new talent. If you want to learn something, do it. Work on your mentality. Work on your soul. Work on your body. Everything. Your life. Just orchestrate it the way you want it. And I promise you, love will come on its own. You wouldn't even have to waste a second looking. Okay? You won't. Because when you vibrate so well, it's addictive. And people get pulled into that vibration. You've ever had people come up to you and say, I don't know what it is, but your energy pulled me in and I just felt like we had to talk or be friends or something. We've all been there. That's for a reason. That means you're vibrating the way you're supposed to. And if you see the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, like 12:34 p.m. or a.m. or whatever, realize that's the universe telling you you're on the right track. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 verifies you're on the right track. 1, 1, 1, 1 means ascension and also an awakening and a change is coming. So, be aware of those synchronicities and how the universe speaks to you, because it does speak to you through animals, people, situations, signs, numbers, letters, symbols, whatever. Just pay attention to it. Pay attention to it. Okay? I think 222 is a manifesting one. I'll look it up for you, Chastity, and I'll send it to you. But I think 222 is a manifesting one. So is 1. 3 is Ascended Masters. 4 is Angelic. You have angels by you. 6 is balance out your thought process. 5, I forgot what 5 was, but I have them written down. They all mean something to you, so pay attention to that. Learn to grow yourself. Your spirit, your mind, your body, your emotions, your mental, everything. And I promise you, you'll find the one. They're out there. They are. I found my one, and I found it at my lowest form. I was going through divorce. I was having issues, like health issues. My lungs were collapsing, and voila, my twin flame came and was my strength. They don't always come when you're at your best. They can also come when you're at your worst, but your mind is right, even during your worst. If your mind is right during your worst, love can still come. So remember that. Take control of your mind, not your mind take control of you. And learn to check yourself before you check other people, okay? I love you guys. Stay awesome, stay woke, and enjoy your Thor Thursday, okay? Stay woke. One love.